What's going on, everybody? It's Frito here for Your Overwatch. Scott Mercer from Team 4 for Overwatch popped onto the forums to explain a very important hero pools update. Now, I'm actually going to read the post out of order because the last point, I think, is what all of you are going to care about the most. Hero pools now is only for Masters and Grandmasters players. Scott Mercer says another big change we're making is to only have hero pools affect online competitive play matches at an average rating of Masters and Grandmaster skill level or above 3500 SR. Competitive play at lower skill tiers already sees a tremendous amount of hero composition diversity in their matches, and we don't think they need a system like hero pools to encourage even more. Unfortunately, this is a change that will require a client patch, and we're a bit too far along in the development process for the upcoming 1.48 patch to allow a new feature like this one. This change will take a bit more time to implement while we all wait for this feature to go live. We've decided to temporarily disable hero pools from being used in all competitive play games. We'll switch them off next Monday morning, May 4th, which is in 3 days, everybody, or as he says, when the hero pool normally rotates. For the vast majority of our competitive players who are ranked diamond and below, this brings their upcoming future without hero pools to them way more quickly. As always, we appreciate all feedback across the entire Overwatch community about this subject. We really believe in the hero pools feature, and while we have seen a lot of positive results so far, we also know there's always room for more iteration and improvement. And now I'll go up to explain how it is going to work for the ranks and levels of play where it actually is going to apply. He says hero pools will now use Overwatch League data. Starting this weekend, hero pools eligibility will be determined using hero usage rates from Overwatch League games. While initially our data showed there were many similarities in hero usage between online high-level competitive play and OWL matches, online hero usage over the last few weeks has seen a lot of changes due to the release of patch 1.47, balance updates, experimental card, and echo. There were some slight differences between online hero picks versus the most played hero compositions in Overwatch League. Yes, I'm looking at you, May and Reaper. Determining hero pools with online data did achieve our goal to increase hero variance in matches, and the point of hero pools is not to just ban the heroes that some players might dislike or consider overpowered. However, May and Reaper not seeing enough online play to even be considered for rotation was an issue we wanted to address. After Overwatch League finishes their season this year, we'll switch back to using data from high-level competitive play matches until the next season of Overwatch League begins. He goes on to say, refining the algorithm. As part of moving back to Overwatch League data, we're also looking to make some minor changes in the algorithm to lessen the chance of what might be described as hero rotation ping pong, where a hero, or as we've seen, a pair of heroes, has been rotated out every other week. While the current algorithm makes heroes with higher usage rate percentages also see a higher chance of being rotated out, that does exacerbate the chances of heroes repeatedly being removed. Also, highly played heroes the community really likes seeing played have the same chances of being rotated out as highly played heroes the community doesn't like. The goal is to create variance in the available heroes week to week, and that means there will be a wide range of reactions from the community on each week's hero pool, from, quote, the comps we see in OWL this week should be super interesting, to ARG, this week's pool is the worst. It all depends on which heroes you like to watch and play. So he doesn't very clearly say what refining the algorithm means, but I think what he's implying here is that there will be a lower threshold for a character to be eligible to try to deal with the ping pong problem. The downside of that is that really strong heroes might dodge bans more often, but the benefit of that is that more heroes can get in the mix of pool rotation, so we don't just keep ping ponging between Echo and then Echo's counters back and forth. The downside is that a meta-dominant hero like May might dodge ban because of that, but honestly, there's 2 DPS bans anyway, so I think it'll probably be fine considering that they use OWL data now rather than ranked. Ranked plays what they want on DPS anyway, so I think it's much closer to the version they used to have, where it was random among a certain pick rate. Now it's an algorithm based on a certain pick rate, but tuned to be with more things in it. I'm not so sure how this algorithm decides things differently than the old variant, but the solutions here seem to be all the common sense ones that seem to work best, where they're not imposing hero pools on ranks where they don't really need them. They are allowing the hero pools to be the same as Overwatch League, so high-level players can play the same rotation that the pros are, and and the pro players themselves can practice on it, but it's going to be geared towards the strategies that Overwatch League deems to be the best. Now, sometimes the live version of the game is going to lag behind that because it's patched first. And also, there's the bigger problem, in my opinion, that playing in a 6 in Overwatch League is totally different than even top 500 of ranked, where you're all in solo queue or duo at most. Reason being, playing around a Mei actually takes quite a bit of coordination now and quick decision making to W hard at the right time and hide perfectly otherwise. And in ranked, a lot of players take unnecessary poke, or the shot calling isn't as clear or prepared as it is in the higher tiers. So no matter what, there was going to be a big discrepancy between what got played in OWL versus even GM level in ranked. So either way, I think what the players that get paid to play the game full time figure out is the best strategy, and having the pools rotate based on that, I think makes perfect sense. I don't have problems with any of these changes, but that's it. That's all the changes to hero pools. It's basically being deleted from ranks below masters. Is this a good change? Are you very happy to see that hero pools are just being rotated out? I think we will make a state of the meta tier list discussion with no hero pools in place and talk about what's best when nothing is banned. But then other than that, the sort of base point of Overwatch and the picks and what's going to be the best is much more straightforward and more patch reliant rather than hero pool reliant. But that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave it with a like. It really does help us out and lets us know that you're enjoying the content. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for Your Overwatch. We'll see you guys next time.